So if you want to insert a Google drawing into a Google Doc, the first thing you need to do is go to your Drive. Once you get there, you're going to click on New, and it's going to open up a pull-down menu. Now, if you don't see Google Docs here, then you might need to go to More, which will pull up a secondary menu, but for most of you, Google Docs will be right at the top. So if you click on Google Docs, it's going to bring up an untitled document. You can title that whatever you want by clicking up here onto the Untitled Document section. And then in order to insert a drawing into a Google Doc, you need to go to Insert at the top. So you'll see it says Insert and then Image, Link, Equation, and then Drawing. So I'm going to click on Drawing. Now this is going to open up a secondary window, and that is going to be your drawing window. And you'll notice at the top that there's going to be a toolbar. Now, for a learning map, you'll need to have shapes and lines. So at the top where it has the circle and the square, those are going to be your shapes. You can see there's all different kinds of shapes here, and I am just going to pick a circle because I'm going to put my topic in the middle in a circle. So there is my topic. And then I need a couple of different shapes for a node, for the nodes. So I'm going to click up here again, and I'm going to select this rectangle. I'm going to make one, and then I'm going to make a second. I'm just going to copy this one and paste it over here. So now I have my two nodes. Now I need to connect these to my topic with a line or an arrow. So you have two options. There's a line option up here, but if you'd rather use an arrow, it's over here in the shape. So I'm going to start with the line option. You're going to click on the line and then just click from one rectangle and drag down to the circle. And you see it puts a line right there. Then you can do the second one, click on the second rectangle and drag down to the circle. Now, if you want to stop putting lines on your page before you click anywhere else, you need to go back up to the top and click on this arrow, and then that will give you just your select button back, okay? If you misplace your line, you can drag them around just like you can a shape. So you can also resize them by clicking on one of the circles at either end and making it smaller or making it bigger. So you will want to be able to type things in here or have your students type things in here. So the next thing you will want to do is double click on one of the shapes. So I'm going to double click in the circle and I am going to type in my topic. Now, you see that typing is too big. You can format typing just like you do in a Google Doc by going up and selecting More, and then it will bring down the recognizable menu for writing. So I changed my size. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger, and now my writing fits in there. You can also change the format and things like that. I want to make these nodes different colors so that I can color code my topics, my subtopics here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you select one of the shapes and then go up here to the bucket, you can select any color you'd like and it will color in that node. Now, if you would just like your node to be clear, you can select transparent. But if you want your line to be colored, you can click on the pencil up here and then select the color you want for your line. Now that's a pretty thin line, so if I want my line to be more pronounced, I can click on the line depth, I guess it would be over here, the line size, and make that line a little bit more pronounced so that you can see it. So either way is fine. When your students, when you're done with this, you can save it and close. What your students will see is this on the page, okay? So you can click on this drawing and you can resize it to whatever size you want. So if you want it to be bigger, that's fine. If you want it to fill the whole page, you can. What your students would do then, after you share this document with them, is they could double click on that image and it's going to open up the same drawing window. And then from this drawing window, they could double click on the shape and then they could type in whatever that topic is. So, and that way you can have it be interactive for them that they can type it in. If you do not have technology, however, you can just print out a blank version of this map and it will print out just on copy paper the way you have it, and the students can write in their information. Obviously, you probably don't want to do a dark color maybe on the nodes if you're going to have them write it. Maybe just do outlines. But that is how you create a drawing on a Google Doc.